What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Persona 5. In the last episode, we spent a little bit more time waiting for the change of heart.
Hey.
You living an honest life? Remember that I'm the one who's judging if you've been rehabilitated. Yeah, I know. Today we're hopefully going to be spending this last week. And hopefully it'll go well. Houseplant.
Nice.
I hate my controller. I'm supposed to be getting a new one at some point. Let's do some training.
Oh, you want to do it?
Sojiro sounds like Igor. Yeah, a little bit.
Nice going.
Protein shakes will increase the effects of your training. Use it when you want to be more efficient in your workout. You gonna take anything? Fuck it. Why not? Let's juice.
Now, let's carry out our plan. Okay.
Clear your mind and focus on your center. Don't give up, push past your limits. Uh-oh. My printer is trying to print something. It's out of paper, so whoever was trying to print to it is not getting what they were looking for.
Nice going.
All right.
Max HP increased by 5.
All right.
And then 1.
Well then.
So 6 total. Awesome. Oh, we're getting a text in the middle of the night. Huh? Ryuji. You know what? Sure, we could go fishing.
All right.
I should have read that. Are you making fun of me? I feel like you're making fun of me.
Hey.
So I was thinking about the future. You as the leader and me as your right-hand man. Hey, doesn't meeting a place like this look like we're talking some shady business? I like it. This is shady. Like, we're regular high school students during the day, but at night. You know what I mean? Man, this is getting me pumped up. Man, the fish ain't biting. The float hasn't moved at all. If only there was a master fisher around. Then we could steal their ideas.
Whoa.
That's Kawakami, isn't it? What's she doing here? Crap, she's coming this way.
Jeez.
2 boys at the fishing pond on a Sunday, huh? Why aren't you sitting around like old men? Why don't you go out and do something more exciting? What? Look who's talking. Adults need time to themselves to unwind and clear their thoughts. You'll understand soon enough when you start working in the real world. Wow, sounded real old there, Kawakami. That's Miss Kawakami to you.
For real?
Holy crap, Kawakami could be our master fisher, Akira. She's hooking fish like crazy. It's easy, just clear your mind and free yourself from negative thoughts. Well, the trick is not to think. How am I supposed to do that? Let go of all worldly desires. I see. So if I tell myself I don't want any fish. Nope, not gonna work. I'm asking for tips because I want to get fish. A nice sunny Sunday. I didn't think I'd be stuck fishing with you two on my day off. 2 troublemakers and they're no good teacher. I guess we're perfect for each other. I have fished I've only ever reeled in one thing worth noting, but I don't remember what kind of fish it was, but it was decent size. Why did that give me so many points?
Wanna head back?
That gave me so many points. That was funny.
Ah, you're back.
Well then.
Yeah, let's do some home shopping. Freeze spray. Screw it, why not? Let's go. Come on. I've been buying everything. I'm fucking addicted to this home shopping thing. That's plan.
Nice.
It's healthy. Alright. Work desk. Let's get building. 3.
What's up?
Melon bread, melon bread, melon bread, melon bread. Where is it? Oh, you know what? I'm right here. I'll get the drink. Drink.
What do you want?
What did I point out? Guts.
All
Am I
right.
dauntless yet? No. God damn it. Ginza? I'll get to Conda eventually. Ioma. No, that's just the school. That's the TV station. Nope. Didn't mean to do that. Fishing will cost your proficiency will also improve. Okay. Well, in my defense, I didn't fucking mean to do it. What am I looking for here, guys? Is it in an underground walkway?
I'm somewhat interested.
That's what I'm talking about.
Station Square.
Is that true?
Go up. Up. What stairs? These stairs? Oh. Bread.
Welcome.
Oh. Hi.
Pretty good, huh?
I'll have to further assert the danger inherent in their actions. I believe something major will happen with the Phantom Thieves soon. With my current information, all I have is a hypothesis, but... Hey, isn't that a Akechi-kun? Ah, it is. I'm gonna go ask for a picture with him. Ah, my apologies. I'll surely be late to my taping if I stay here to talk to them. Farewell, I hope to see you around. Christ. Okay. Alright. Now what? He's okay. He's not my favorite. Fine, we'll go talk to Shogi. Welcome. Welcome, lost lamb. Lambs who've strayed from their path and lost sight of their goals in this life are welcome here. Simply put, I offer solace and advice to those with worries or who wish to reflect on their past. This seems like a convenient place to... Wait, did he say reflect on their past? Huh.
Welcome.
I can only buy one of them, but you know what? It's fine.
Hey, hey!
Yeah, she's been asking me to watch Ruby at some point. Suave! Ah! Alright, we're going to the diner. I don't like doing jobs and stuff. It's boring. Okay, we're gonna try the fruity.
Wow!
Fruits inside tea? They're both fine on their own, you'd think.
Oh!
Excuse me. Look at Joker. Spinning that fucking pen expertly. I got some extra charm.
All right.
Hey!
And some knowledge.
Wanna head back?
To increase your proficiency, Joker would do cooler tricks with his pen. Dude, I never learned how to twirl my pen like that. It makes me sad, because it's something I've always wanted to do.
Hey!
Nice. Alright, let's finish reading. Striking a pose of defiance with tobacco pipe in hand, he truly looked like a great thief.
Wow!
Ishikawa Goemon was a thief without peer. Oh, we saw this text already.
Oh!
Yes, I did. Give me my stats. sure, but it's still something I've always wanted to do.
Oh my god.
It's already July, huh? I hate the rainy season, but when it ends, it's just hot. The humidity is what kills me about Japanese summers. I miss the dry heat of California. Not to mention, July and August both have 31 days. Summer is long. Now then, Caruso-kun.
How about you?
You know the reason why they both have 31 days. Because the sun's out long? No, someone pretentious said so.
That's correct.
But the months of July and August are named after Rome. Oh. Got it. I kind of knew Julius and Augustus were the names for July and August. I didn't know that that was why the days were set the way they are.
Nice going. Now,
Oh wait, do we get a summer vacation? Oh god. Oh god, that's just a lot of Sundays. Back to back. Oh god. I don't want to go to my house. It's only 1 month in Japan. Still. There is tons of things I would rather do than go to Mementos. That's all. To the clinic.
Please head to the exam room.
Yeah, I really don't like Mementos right now. Nope, we're not giving it to her.
Bye.
Oh, you're right. I should hang out with Yusuke at some point. You know, if he's available right now, I'll hang out with him.
Ah, you're back.
Yeah. Yeah. I suppose. I imagine we'll be fine. Already? It's only Monday. I don't know his schedule. Alright, hold on. Coffee Dad is more important. Sorry, Yusuke.
Well,
Uh-huh. These beans are Colombian, a medium fine city roast. Don't let the water boil too much. You're gonna be fine, I'll be here the whole time.
yeah.
Not bad, though I guess anyone could do something as simple as just brewing it. Making a blend, on the other hand, is a different story. Mixing beans at random won't do you any good. It's because the acidity and flavor profile all depend on the bean ratio. Pretty deep, huh? God, I could ruin his entire day. Please, continue. Someone's enthusiastic. If you're really that interested, feel free to try out whatever combinations you want to. Oh, but hands off the expensive beans, got it? Next up is the curry. Excuse me. Truth is, a scientific genius actually came up with the perfect spice combo to complement my coffee. Something about the quantification of tastes. There's no formula for flavor, but it is pretty damn good. Anyhow, we don't make compromises when it comes to food service. Our stuff's got a wow the customers. This is a tiny shop, after all. Self-satisfaction is the only thing that keeps me going. You. Haven't I already told you I don't have the money? Look at this place. You see many customers in here? Oh, no need to hide it, Sakura-san. You must have saved plenty from your time working in the government. Aren't you taking care of that employee right there too, for nothing more than charity? I wish you'd show me the same kindness you show others. You're not planning on buying anything. Can you please leave? Expecting a phone call, so I don't have time to chat with you. I don't mind if you take the call in front of me. I can talk to your little friend here in the meantime. So, should we keep talking until your call comes in? Or would that be too inconvenient for you? Well... Call Sojiro's phone. Oh. There's that social services call I was waiting for. They come around pretty often to make sure this guy's not getting in any trouble. Want me to introduce you? Oh, that's right. I have some business I need to take care of myself. I'll come back later.
Jeez.
Does he really have nothing better to do? I guess I should explain what's going on. He might try and drop by when I'm not around. The man is an old acquaintance of mine who's short on cash right now. Looks pretty friendly, yeah? Don't let him fool you. It's all an act. I have to say, though, I'm surprised you were quick-witted enough to pull that stuff off. You really saved me back there. Thanks. Well, we did it. Oh, great, Jake's up.
All right.
Wonderful. Well, I guess we're not getting to the end today, guys. You can make curry on days when there are ingredients for curry in the refrigerator at LeBlanc. You will be unable to make curry during the day and after school when the cafe is open. Try cooking at night when the stove is free. Still, why do you poke around into other people's troubles? It's way easier to ignore them. Guess that's just kind of the person you are, though, huh? Oh, it's that time already. I'd report him to the cops if he wasn't related to her. Her? Huh?
Now then.
Anyway, that's it for today. Go study or something after you close up. I feel my kindness growing. There's probably a clock on the wall somewhere.
All right.
Probably in the corner that we can't see. What do you mean still not kind enough?
This humidity is overwhelming.
Hi, Yusuke! Yes. Yes. It's going to get busy.
True.
The added attention, we may receive more requests on that message board. I think we should take care of all the cases we have now while we still have the chance. The whole single fucking thing. Oh, this is gonna okay, no, it didn't. Okay. He's been hanging out at a Monchiyaki shop a lot. He gets real drunk there and brags to his coworkers. Think there's a good chance for us? If we get close, we might be able to get intel out of him. He would notice you. Right. Thanks, Ryuji. Third year, Eiko Tako. Sorry, Yusuke. I haven't really been ignoring you. I've just preferred to spend time with Makoto, because she's hot.
Excuse me.
It's just a normal cafe. They make me wear a costume and stuff, but that's it. Oh, and I don't have to do anything weird if you know what I mean. It's all totally legal. Yep, the worst I get is some weird old guys gawking at me.
I see.
Beyond that though, why are you working there? How's your financial situation? Fine, I can ask my parents for cash whenever I want. But they totally bug me about what I'm buying if I did that. That's why I work at the salon. Get some good spending money, plus the guys who come in there, like, mega pamper me. It's nice having people treat you like you're special, you know? I'm sure a super honor student like you gets that all the time, though. Anyways, are you gonna tell on me? You even brought a witness today. Hold up, does that mean you two were in Shinjuku together? What's up with that, Miss Prez? You have the wrong idea.
Yes.
It's nothing more than an errand I asked him to accompany me on. At any rate, don't mind him. As for you, I don't plan on telling anyone. So we're like protecting each other's secrets? Oh crap, I just realized your boyfriend's that rumored criminal. You're a real badass. You're a real badass, Miss Prez. I told you, that's not how it is. Just worried you were getting wrapped up in some shady business, so I asked him there for support. Whatever. BT Dubs, I was wondering. Is that a Buchimaru-kun pencil case? You know Buchimaru-kun? I had like tons of Buchi stuff back when I was a kid. What a blast from the past. Wait, why is it so beat up? Well, it was given to me when I was still in elementary school. I'd like to buy a new one, but they've stopped selling merchandise. Isn't that a full circle? It's just a real surprise. No. It's like, it's the panda pencil case that she has right there. And your boyfriend.
Oh,
But I could be. She was all over the place. Honestly though, I'm in shock. She thought I was a robot. Beep boop. You could change.
yes.
That's why you're helping me. You know, I believe what Tako said about me is how others think as well. Thought I changed after the incident with Kaneshiro. Perhaps it wasn't enough. That aside, it was almost inspiring to meet someone so distinct from myself. I'm going to try to look at things a little differently from now on.
Well,
And well, I think that will help me break out of my shell. I hope you're ready. I'm going to show you how useful an honor student can really be. I can sense a quiet resolve from Makoto. I really wish Beep Boop gave you more points, because that would have been great. Brainiac talk. Just to step in. Okay, yeah.
All right.
How many retries do we have so far? Does everybody have a retry skill? Except maybe Yusuke, because I have been ignoring him for a month. I'll be interested to speak with Tako some more now that I have her contact info. Perhaps I can correct her misconceptions about you. 3? Okay. As always, I'll let you know if anything important happens.
I'll see you later.
You will lose.
Ah, you're back.
Let's see who's available. Sojiro, UI, Fumi. I don't have enough fucking charm. Yeah. We're gonna go talk to Mishima.
Hi.
I'm willing to hear you out.
Come on, let's get going.
Uh-huh. And this is, a model gun. Cost me a lot of money. Why was it so expensive? Well, it's basically impossible to find through normal methods. Or they had to completely halt production because people kept mistaking it for a real gun. It was suggested to me by this military buff in the fandom. Is EY in on the fucking fandom? I suppose. Give me answers, please. Doesn't matter with Mishima, I suppose. I suppose that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Besides, I'm the kind of guy who goes the whole 9 yards once he decides to do something. But as I was saying, we've had a pretty massive influx of new posts on the forum lately. One of them seems particularly worthwhile. It's bigger than anything we've done so far. But if we want to really make the Phantom Thieves famous, we'll need to go after some flashier targets. Leave this to me, though. I'll get all the info we need, even if I have to put myself in danger to do it. Just be careful.
All right.
Well, you definitely look more confident.
Actually,
Akiyama-kun. You know, we've been sitting just over there the whole time, but we didn't even notice you sitting here. You're exactly the same as you were back in middle school, Mishima. Oh yeah, he doesn't have bruises everywhere. Yeah, once a 0, always a 0. Yeah. You haven't changed your cell number, have you? No? Good grief. What a dick.
it's just...
Oh.
Damn it. Sorry.
I feel kind of sad for him.
Well, see you later.
This isn't Code Geass. Or Mega Man X.
Really?
Look, I tried to go talk to the Shogi Pro.
Hey!
That girl sounds familiar.
Right.
When a girl says hi to you, what do you do? Be more charm.
Hmm.
Shut up about mementos. I don't want to go to mementos. Decide later. We're just here, but we're on pause. On. It's available. Yusuke is not. I don't think. I went to the wrong spot. Hi, On. I'm not here for you. I'm looking for Yusuke.
This is great.
Yusuke. Yusuke. Yusuke.
I'm not interested.
Yusuke.
Are you overthinking it?
Yusuke. There you are.
This is great.
Hey.
By the way,
I came to see you.
may I get a word in?
Let's talk.
Yes.
Uh-huh. Please.
Okay. Oh.
This distorted realm, teeming with shadows, the physical embodiment of the desires of the human heart. The same thing which brought forth the beauty of the Sayori can also create such morbid fabrications. But I actually find that aspect to be quite fascinating. The heart is akin to an abyss. Now, regarding the source of my slump, I actually have an idea. In that other dimension, I saw the perversion of Madarame's heart. That moment, the art realm I had so much faith in was distorted by greed and unchecked desires. It is when the true ugliness of the world became clear to me. From that point forward, my brush has been stayed by crippling hesitation. Does pure beauty truly exist? If so, can hands tainted by Madarame's depravity capture it? Considering such intense questions only served to distance me from reality. Doubt filled my mind. I struggled to find a reason to move my brush again. And honestly, I still have yet to discover a suitable answer.
What is the matter?
What's the matter? Have you been overcome by an urge to paint? Doesn't matter. Actually, I'm kinda curious what happens if I say give me your brush. Please do not rush me, I only need a little more time. The lingering uncertainty present in this place seems to be sharpening my senses. I feel a revelation approaching. Yeah, I feel that. He's depressed. I'm glad I was able to help him a bit.
Let's go.
Oh god, there's 5 of them and only 2 of us.
This is my other self.
Take this!
Stay still.
Right. Uh-oh.
Persona. Let's see. Ravage them.
Uh-huh. Because I forgot that they resist physical. I don't know what blank cards are, but you say they're very important, and I didn't think I would get them.
It seems I've become too passionate. I'm glad you are here. You have... You're like Theo.
You caught me. No, I'm just me.
I am aware. I was referring to Van Gogh's brother, Theo. Van Gogh did not achieve fame in his lifetime, but found an admirer and supporter in his brother.
Oh. Okay.
Well, there aren't many who are willing to deal with my eccentricity. By the way, what's in your hand? A card?
It's the blank card the shadow drops.
Whenever I see blank paper, I have the urge to draw something on it. May I?
Have at it.
Impossible. Good. What? A satisfactory result. Well, what do you think? Not bad, wouldn't you say? Soon enough, my slump will be a thing of...
Oh?
My picture turned into a real skill card?
That's an amazing power.
Indeed. Would you mind helping me further? If I can overcome this slump, I should be able to aid our group like earlier. Perhaps even more so. I know. Why don't we act as the thieves we are and strike a deal?
Counting on you.
Yes, you can rely on me.
After a month of blowing him off, I decided to finally give Yusuke the time of day. And because of that, we discovered that we can create skills for our
Multiple
personas.
cards were discovered among your belongings, replicas of the same design. I don't have a clue how these cards were used, but someone proficient in the arts was close to you. What were you having this person do?
I am thou. Thou art I. Thou hast acquired a new vow. It shall become the wings of rebellion that breaketh thy chains of captivity. With the birth of the Emperor persona, I have obtained the winds of blessing that shall lead to freedom and new power.
I just want to point out that the order of events of this seems very weird. Because it's been like a month and a half since Yusuke joined the team. So it's like, I feel like this should have happened so much sooner, and I've just been blowing him off for a month and a half.
All right.
Whoops! To copy a skill card, give Yusuke a blank card and the card you want to copy. Both cards will be available for you to pick up the next day. The blank card. Excuse me. The blank card will be transformed to create the new skill card. Yusuke will return both the new and original cards to you. Blank cards can be obtained from treasure chests and mementos, and from negotiating with shadows. Try to find as many as you can.
We've done enough for today. I've completed a rough sketch. I'll finish this back at the dorm. I'll contact you once it's done.
Sounds like a plan.
I'll see you later.
Rain, huh?
Yep, we're going with Ryuji. We're going drinking.
All right.
Listen, I didn't say I was a good friend. The teacher who's with him has shit on me too. Sorry, but I'm gonna be hiding in the bathroom. Please, leave your phone on so I can hear what they're saying. Wow, you could really hold your liquor, Yamauchi. Man, I've had some experience. Back in my college days, we'd rent a yacht for the weekend and have massive parties. Must say though, the sake's been tasting particularly sweet lately. No surprise there, things have been much calmer without Kamoshida. Those were some real dark times for Shujin though, huh? Now that he's gone, you finally get the chance you deserve, Yamauchi. Don't flatter me. He had his strengths, sure, but because of him, our volleyball team will be forever scarred. The real option now is to abandon it completely. There has to be a way to bring Shujin back into the limelight, though. That's where I come in. You were with the track team, right? Students who went through so much hardship under Kamoshida rise again with a caring new advisor. It'll be the rebirth of a team that found themselves in the depths of despair. The public will love it. Despite my lack of track and field knowledge, I'll form a tight bond with the students. I'll be the protagonist of my very own tearjerker. Of course, all the praise for reviving them will go to me, their incredible, loving advisor. I'll have to hire a great coach if I want to pull this off, though. So, you're gonna pretend to coach them while someone else does all the legwork? Amazing, Yamauchi! Such stunning achievements will look great when it's time to hand out bonuses. Well, I'm not gonna stop there either. I'll publish books, give motivational speeches. What about all the troublemakers on the team? I've heard that Nakaoka kid is especially bad. Nakaoka? Oh, you mean the one who asked them to bring the pre-Kamoshida coach back? Don't worry, I've already taken care of him. There's this other boy on the team, Takeshi. Doesn't really excel in much of anything. Well, I said I would make him the new captain if he could get rid of that troublemaker Nakaoka. I might have mentioned something about how Nakaoka was working with Kamoshida too. Subtly, of course. And what ended up happening? Apparently, Takeshi chased him away. The plan worked perfectly. And the best part is, not only are Takeshi's parents loaded, but the mother is the president of the PTA. I see. He'd make a great pawn. Perhaps, but nothing like him could never captain a successful championship-winning team. He may have to have an unfortunate accident at practice one day. Until then, he could show the others the value of obedience. Heh, you're incredible.
Damn it.
That effing asshole! If we don't do something quick, Yamauchi's gonna get rid of the Takeshi too. God damn it. Should we change his heart? Well, it's only because nobody cares about what Kamoshida did.
Hey.
Also, I was trying to do something akin to the over-exaggerated, abridged version of Weevil Underwood. And apparently it did well. Got teammates, sure, but you're really just looking out for your own time. That's why I never thought about asking people for help or trying to solve our problems together.
Again.
But I can't ignore the stuff they're going through now. I mean, even though we had our own goals and shit, we were still running together. They suffered with me, gritted their teeth with me. Honestly, I think it was only because of them I was able to run it all. I can't just go and turn my back on them now, right? No, that ain't the coolest thing to say, but it's how I feel. I think it's cool, Ryuj.
Yeah.
For real? Oh, fuck. Oh. Okay.
Wait.
I knew about this ahead of time, and I still didn't put two and two together to stop myself from doing it. Monja is terrifying. What is Monja?
It's quite hot today.
Indeed. Yes. I think we're fine. As expected from someone who's been through this 3 times already. You say should, so then, yes, I'm sure it'll go well.
Yep.
Oh yeah, today is Tanabata, the Star Festival. Not like that means I'll put up bamboo decorations or write my wish on a piece of paper, though. Not feeling it this year. Oh, but there's a traditional food associated with Tanabata, just as chocolate is to Valentine's Day.
How about
Okay,
you?
Kurusu. What's the traditional food of Tanabata? I think it's kompeito. Nope, it was somen.
That's correct.
You actually care about seasonal holidays and stuff? Originally in China, they ate a baked good that we call sakube in Japanese to appease demons. Over time, that pronunciation went from sakube to sakumen to somen. Wholly different food.
Nice going!
I was wrong. Oh, Nick, are you done? Are you dumb? You're hungry and scared. Oh, good grief.
All right.
I'm going with the theme of common demons. Somen on Tanabata is sometimes called demon guts. Go restore your strength with some seasonal food and get ready for your exams. Finals time on the 13th. I've been sort of studying. I've been increasing my intelligence. I'm not ready. Decide later. The medicine is nearly complete. There's something I really want to test out. Can you come to the clinic? Takemi's going to go over, so let's go with Takemi first.
I suppose.
Oh, hello, Dr. Takemi. Chief Oyamada. There's a medical conference nearby, so I thought I'd check up on you. Who's this? He doesn't look like a patient.
Oh.
He's a part-time staffer. I'm having him handle some miscellaneous tasks for me. So, do you have some business with me? I hear you stole one of my patients, a girl with bronchitis. She came here with her father. Bronchitis, you say? Well, I had no intention of taking her from you. I certainly didn't encourage her to visit my clinic. Now, there's talk that the care at the university hospital is inferior to that of a general practitioner. Original medicine. Ha! What you're doing here is simply absurd. You're right. I would have turned a blind eye if you just rotted away out here in this little town. This is your final warning. Shut this place down and resign your medical license. Thank you. I feel like this is harassment. What did you say? Don't worry about it. You seem to be quite fond of her. Perhaps I should reveal this woman's true identity. She's a monster who tortured a patient with her unregulated medicine. Terrible, isn't it? She was a brave girl, always smiling.
What does this mean?
Was? She passed away. What? Perhaps you'll suffer the same fate, She is the plague after all. Don't lie to me, she should still have some time. She was slowly recovering. Her condition couldn't have deteriorated that quickly. But it did. You must have misjudged. But back to the reason why I'm here. Don't ever take another patient away from me again. You don't want to make me angry.
No.
He's fucking with you. Find out for yourself. Just rest for today.
Sorry.
Cool. What level are we? I don't even know. Rank 8.
All right.
I don't know what to say.
We all do sometimes. Am I dauntless yet? Of course
Take
not.
care.
Why does it take so long to get to dauntless? How many burgers do I have to eat?
You got time right now? All right then.
All the burgers. God damn it.
Thanks.
Yeah, it's too late. He was there and it was quicker than going upstairs and going to bed. Oh. I guess we could buy new bugs. We can't upgrade Sojiro anymore yet. Got it.
By the way,
Uh-huh.
do you know the answer?
What is a common trait of almost all shaved ice syrups on the markets? They have the same flavor. They have painkillers in them. The coloring comes from insects. I'm willing to bet that it's going to be the insects, but I'm gonna check anyway. They have... Oh, so it really is just the obvious answer.
Correct.
Truth is, almost all kinds of syrup have the same flavor. Ingredients used are corn syrup, fragrance, food coloring. It's essentially sugar water. Try closing your eyes, plugging your nose, and tasting shaved ice with just your tongue. You'll likely be unable to tell what flavor it is. That cold, sweet strawberry flavor is just a deception of summer produced by color and smell.
Nice going!
I wouldn't be surprised. But before you can enjoy the sweet illusions of summer, you have very real exams waiting for you. Start next week on the 13th. Good luck.
For real?
Less than a week, huh? Have you been studying? Alright, we have 1 week. And the change of heart is tomorrow. Do I have a book to return to the library? I think I do. Yeah, okay, Goemon has to go back. You can't unsee what? God, I didn't do anything to you. That's your own fault. Alright, let's see who's available. On. Just on? Alright. Well. Convenience store. We haven't been to work in like 2.5 months.
Welcome. Please.
Hey! Wanna head back?
Beef bowl job on day. I'll get there eventually. Yeah, I know.
Ah, you're back.
Deadline's tomorrow. We gonna be okay? Pictures are gone. He has no avenue to threaten us anymore. That is, if we're able to trust what Kaneshiro said. Don't say such scary stuff. We can't relax just yet. We may still end up released from... He may still end up released from police custody. For real? That is, unless they have decisive evidence, like a confession. I think it'll be fine. She actually sent me a message saying she won't be home tonight. There's a chance that the police have found their breakthrough. Timing is perfect. Let's just hope for the best. I stay up all night watching the news to find out.
Hey,
Yeah, I have friends. Shit, man. Oh, Akami's about to level up. Still can't charm Hifumi. Oya's around, but...
Oh!
Teacher time.
Hi!
Oh, it's just you.
Hey!
I'm 2-4... Oh, that's right, because I have to buy the stupid thing, don't I? Yeah, teacher. What was it, 100,000?
Thank you so much!
Yay! I love you, Master. Okay, I'll come over there right away.
Hey.
So, Master, I want to provide more services to you. Okay, what does the first one do? First response doesn't matter. Second response, how rude. That would be great. I'm really good at giving massages, meow. I'll massage you anywhere you'd like. Well, how was that? Thing is, I talked to my boss about picking up more shifts, but he said that he prioritizes younger women. Well, that's rude. Seriously, he didn't have to say that right to my face. Teenage has nothing to do with cleaning a room. And I look damn good for my age if I do say so myself. How old is she? The girls in my neighborhood always tell me I'm pretty. And the latchkey kid who lives next door always asks me to tie up her hair. Thanks to that, I'm an expert with these pigtails now. See? So I'm damn good for... Wait, don't tell me I'm the only one who thinks this way.
Master!
Master, would you please give me your honest opinion? I look pretty good as a maid, don't I? Their response, love yourself. What? I'm gonna... What little gasp? Oh no, I know what the answer is. I saw you said it before, but I'm... What gasp? That one? I don't really feel like I'm worth being loved, but you're right. You go out of your way to request me, and all I do is sit here and vent to you. What the heck am I saying? You're my student. My double life as both a teacher and a maid is so exhausting. Maybe I let my guard down because you know both sides of me. The more I come here, the more I feel like I can relax. As a maid, I'm supposed to help my master relax, but instead, I'm the one who's being helped.
Sorry.
Sorry. I'm such a terrible maid. I feel Kawakami's kindness.
All right.
I have to confess something. I lied about the reason why I need to make more money. I don't have a sick sister. All that stuff about the fees and charges was all a lie too. Doesn't matter. Why'd you lie? Can't get requested unless I make up those types of stories. So you understand now, right? Nothing good will come from involving yourself with a terrible person like me. Good lesson learned. Let's just put an end to this. Thank you for using our service. Look at all those police cars. Did something happen? Looks like they're searching the premises. Another psychotic breakdown? I can't handle this. Does that have something to do with those posters we saw? Did they arrest the Phantom Thieves? I feel bad for Kawakami, honestly. How much percentage did we just go up? I heard they caught some criminal. People are saying it was foretold by a calling card. Oh, I know about that. I saw them in Shibuya. That Phantom Thieves forum is super active. There's a forum? What's it called? I want to see. Sorry.
Oh man,
It's so hot.
who cares?
Did you catch the news report this morning about the mafia boss getting busted? Apparently some scattered calling cards all across Shibuya just before her arrest. Remember the Kamoshida scandal? They say the same thing happened, that someone left a calling card. Madarame too, if I'm not mistaken. Do you think it's the Phantom Thieves? If so, I'm impressed. I can't believe they actually steal hearts. It's so
No matter how hard they looked,
hot.
even our organized crime department couldn't catch Junya Kaneshiro. And yet he simply turned himself in.
Even confessed all his crimes. And made the audio stop fucking working. Why? Oh, the entire thing fucking froze. Wonderful. I'm having so many tech issues tonight, I hate it.
The Phantom Thieves.
Is it a crime to manipulate someone's heart?
Depending on the means, yes. He's absolutely right.
Even if it makes someone admit their evil deeds and helps make them pay for their crimes?
I hope she hasn't fallen under their influence.
The Phantom Thieves.
Hi,
Damn
Akechi.
it.
Dude, I want to survive my stream.
Now everyone.
I heard the leader of a crime ring that was causing trouble in Shibuya got caught. Seems like some of our students have been victimized by them, so we can breathe easy for now. I'm thankful to the police for arresting the perp, even though they're just doing their job. By the way, perp is police slang. You might have heard the stars in police procedurals say it. It's short for perpetrator. Speaking of stars, can you answer the question, Kurusu?
Give me an answer.
What is the sum of... oh, fuck. What is the sum of angles A through E? Okay, let me think. I want to figure this out on my own, so I'm not going to look at chat and I'm not going to look at the hive mind. They're all acute angles, so it's unlikely to add up to 360. However, I don't have anything to go off of. My gut is saying 180. My gut was correct.
This is it.
Very good.
The sum of A through E is the same as the sum of the internal angles of a triangle, 180 degrees.
Nice going!
I was very unsure of that answer.
All right.
By the way, there are rumors that the Phantom Thieves took down the perp this time, Kaneshiro. I remember the name with that bit of on Madarame, as well as the incident in May. Is this a new urban legend? Anyway, please prepare for your test starting Wednesday, and don't be distracted by rumors like that.
Yep.
Looks like we succeeded in changing Kaneshiro's heart. A lot of people are talking about the Phantom Thieves too. Yeah, I learned it in high school, it's been a long time, and I was unsure.
Hell yeah! Kaneshiro finally confessed! People have been making a huge deal of it since the police announcement.
It's difficult to accept that the authorities are taking all of the credit for his arrest.
People are going nuts about the Phantom Thieves online, though.
It's all coming together for us.
Oh, this is quite the turnaround. All of a sudden, people are expressing their long-standing belief in us.
So this is why Makoto told us to post the calling card anywhere that might stand out.
Pretty smart move on her part. Oh, where is our amazing Miss President?
Hello? It's Makoto. My apologies, but I won't be able to join you today.
That's disappointing.
I've been called into a meeting with the principal. There's no need to worry, though. More importantly, There was a special on TV about the Phantom Thieves.
Huh? What did it say?
They were talking all about our calling cards.
For real?
For real?
Anyway, my apologies about today. I'll have to see you all another time.
Who was that?
It was Makoto.
Really? Oh, that's freaking crazy!
I hope all this excitement doesn't place us on the police's radar.
It'll be fine! No way they'd find out about that weird other world.
True, but
Well, if you want to get technical, at some point in the future we do end up getting caught.
do you remember what the fake Kaneshiro said towards the end?
Another metaverse user.
Yeah, he said we're not the only ones who are doing it.
Not gonna let it bother me. As far as we know, he was just pulling that shit out of his ass.
I hope that's the case.
Me too.
Anyways, in your face, Akechi. Now what do you want to do about our next target?
Don't get ahead of yourself. Still, people might expect a lot from our next move, considering how excited they're getting.
We can't just pick any old schmo now.
There is no need to hurry, though. Counting Kamoshida, we've claimed 3 consecutive victories, right? We should just lay low and wait for all this excitement to blow over.
In that case, how about we have another celebration?
It would depend on what the competition is.
Oh, good idea. We can make it a welcoming party for Miss President, too. By the way, that briefcase, it's pretty damn expensive. Let's sell it and drop the cash on our party.
Wow. Seems like the lay low and wait idea has gone completely out the window.
So we can count you out then, more.
What are you talking about? I was just saying we should try and keep our party on the down low.
That's the spirit. Well, I'm gonna let Makoto know. Hi, Makoto. There's something we forgot to tell you. Oh.
What's wrong?
Hello? I hope you remember we have finals next week. Yusuke and Morgana excluded, of course. Do you wish not to stand out? You had best not get bad grades, okay? That is something I simply would not be able to overlook as student council president. For now, behave and concentrate on your studies. We can have fun once finals are over. Understood?
Imagine talking to a cat in public.
Care to explain?
I believe in what I wrote. The Phantom Thieves are just.
Have you figured out who they are?
No, I'm nowhere close. However, after considering all the facts, I concluded there are no errors in their acts or principles. Thus, upon deeming them to be on the side of justice, I have decided to end my investigation.
But that's impossible.
Impossible? May I see the evidence you have that leads you to believe so?
I was just speaking to the director of a prestigious college about your letter of recommendation, too.
There will be no need for that. I intend on getting into a good college by my own merit. Please excuse me.
Hey, we're not done here.
But we are. Goodbye.
Sir, it's me. I apologize for bothering you like this. About that. Yes, I am making progress. However, I have stumbled upon some difficulties. Still, why would someone as important as you be interested in a petty case like this? No, that's not what I meant. I will investigate with all the resources available to me. Of course. I should be able to let you know relatively soon. Yes, I will bring good news. Well then, thank you for your...
Wow.
Damn it!
I'm home.
Hi, sis. You look tired. Is everything okay?
No.
Don't worry about me. How about you, Makoto? Have you been keeping up with your studies?
Yes, of course. Though, what is the point of studying?
What do you mean?
I was just wondering what will be waiting for me at the end. Even if I manage to push through tough entrance exams, I'm still thrust into a competitive society.
What else is there besides success? Don't ask me such childish questions.
God, she can be such a bitch.
Isn't this the man the Phantom Thieves sent a calling card for? I heard he confessed all his crimes.
Even the police couldn't figure out why. It really was out of nowhere. This would only make sense if his personality changed. That would be impossible.
Why does it matter? The police still caught him in the end, right?
I had plans set for a promotion, but no one can take credit for his arrest now with that confession. Not that a child would understand.
So she was pursuing the case after all. Promotion. You've changed, sis. But I'll be okay. I finally found a place where I belong.
Ah, you're back.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Uh-huh. Are you okay? Welcome aboard. She told me not to request her. Request. What if Becky is actually her first name?
Jeez.
Are you serious? I told you that the story with my sick little sister was a lie. You know you're being used for money, and you still request me? Choice one. Oh no, I'm stopping after tonight. Well, I am thankful that you're requesting me, but you really are one strange kid. I'm a mediocre teacher and a mediocre maid, yet you listen to everything I have to say. You're the complete opposite of me. I don't even properly attend to my students' needs.
So...
Money is actually an apology. There was a student named Takase at the school I taught at before Shujin. Takase-kun was considered a problem child, since he had the lowest grades and skipped school a lot. So I was put in charge of guiding him, or rather, pushing him to transfer to another school. But when I got to know him, I realized that he wasn't a problem child after all. In fact, he was working several part-time jobs just so he could cover his living expenses. Relatives took him in when his parents died, so he had to make money to support himself. He couldn't attend school every day, but he was motivated to study. That's why I decided to tutor him. After I started working with him, his grades started to improve, slowly but surely. But I was told that it was wrong to only help certain students and not others. And a strange rumor about him being a juvenile delinquent began to circulate. On top of that, I got called into the principal's office. He threatened me, saying that I'd be dismissed if I continued to tutor Takase. How terrible. You know what? I feel like they told us her actual first name earlier in the game. But you could say the same about me. I got scared of losing my job and of having rumors spread about me. so I canceled our upcoming tutoring sessions. Takase was on his way to one of his part-time jobs when I told him. Out of all days, it was New Year's Eve, and it had been pouring rain all day, and he died in a car crash. He sounded so depressed when I told him that I couldn't tutor him anymore. But then he said it was no big deal because he had work anyway, so I wouldn't feel bad. If only I'd kept my promise to him. But it's not your fault. Takase was exhausted from the tutoring sessions and working at all his part-time jobs. His guardians blamed me for the accident, saying it was all my fault that he was so tired. They said that they were going to sue me and take the issue to the media and Board of Ed. I wouldn't have been accused of a crime, but if word had gotten out, the school would have been done for. I wanted to continue teaching no matter what, so I ended up paying them the apology money so they wouldn't sue me or say anything. Are you okay with that? It was my indecisiveness that backed him into a corner, and I blame myself every day. I know paying them isn't going to bring him back, but it's the only way I can atone for my sins. Seems like his guardians are satisfied with our arrangement, so... See, nothing good ever comes from getting involved with me. I have to keep my distance to avoid hurting others so I don't meddle in my students' lives. I've been coming here because of a random twist of fate, but we should say goodbye as well. It's too late now. You're really not the type to back down, are you? I guess we're in together now that I told you the whole story now, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll see what I can do about the other teachers so you get free periods with them too. I look forward to continuing our relationship. Man,
All right.
really sucks. Alrighty, time to clean. I'm gonna put more energy into it than usual today. She getting sick? Oh my, this room is so dusty. Even though I wipe the place squeaky clean every visit? Well, I guess it's all for you, Master. I'll work hard to earn my keep. Oh, wow, it's so dusty if my cough is already this bad. Maybe we'd be better tearing this place down than trying to clean it. Well, the chicness of this room is truly its charm, so let's keep it as is. Alright, I have to go.
Thank you so much.
I'll be eagerly awaiting your next request, Master. I hope you're happy with me actually going through and doing the fucking voice. Oh god, we're jumping ahead. I was not expecting this. Oh.
Don't be ridiculous. This new ally you gained was Makoto?
Yeah. I didn't think I was giving names, though.
Just tell me the truth.
Do my choices matter here? No? Okay. You already know the truth.
Makoto. That's preposterous. If what you say is true, was Makoto also running from the police when you were arrested?
Ask her yourself.
Now that I think about it, she did start talking a lot about the investigation from summer onward. Makoto aside, you mentioned one other important detail. Did Kaneshiro really say there was someone using the metaverse besides the Phantom Thieves?
Yep.
Those words could just be taken as you shifting blame to this other person, you know.
Take it how you will. I'm just giving you...
But why would you fabricate such an elaborate story and then shift the blame elsewhere? There are two possibilities. Either you've simply been trying to confuse me with your lies, or everything you've stated is true. Have you been telling me the truth from the very start?
I have no reason to lie. At this point.
Does that mean you're placing your trust in me? Then again, I am investigating a thief who steals hearts. Very well. No matter how absurd it may seem, I'll reevaluate my stance on believing you, for now. In return, speak the whole truth and nothing but the truth.
Sure thing.
It's a fair deal. Is that acceptable?
I've made a deal with Sainijima.
I am thou.
Oh shit!
Thou art I. Thou hast acquired a new vow. It shall become the wings of rebellion that breaketh thy chains of captivity. With the birth of the judgment persona, I have obtained the winds of blessing that shall lead to freedom and new power.
I didn't expect to get, her as a thing. Judgment.
All right.
We're running out of time. Let's move on to your next target. I stand corrected. It was they who targeted your group first, wasn't it?
Huh?
The identity of your opponent is this. We have no pictures. Even their names and identities are unknown.
Huh?
If what you told me is true, then this nav thing you've mentioned wouldn't have worked in this case. How did you target them? Tell me everything.
The summary of the story up to this point has been updated. To read, press the triangle button to open the menu and then select story from under the system option. I forgot that was a thing. Sunday, July 10th. Phantom Thieves made him have a change of heart, right? Seriously? The Phantom Thieves are amazing. Isn't it so cool how they steal people's hearts? How do they make them repent? Really curious, who are they? Hey, you're there, right? Come downstairs. We've become a household name. It's great.
Hey, check the ingredients in the fridge.
Sure.
Hey, what's up? Huh? It's not right? Not cute. That was the one the staff recommended to me, though. Won't that printer do? Huh? It'll do, but it's not it? Okay, I'll be right over. This might take a while. I'm leaving the store to you.
I'm halfway done already?
Lock up for me if I don't come back.
Got it.
I owe you one. What a handful.
And that concludes the latest news on the suspect Kaneshiro. This case is said to be a result of the Phantom Thieves' actions, but what do you think?
We don't know their methods, but I believe they are a menace that will threaten this law-abiding country. This dangerous group tampers with people's hearts. It's no different from brainwashing.
I see. You're absolutely correct.
I wonder what's going on. Didn't this happen a little while ago, too? Who was it again? You know, that famous artist.
Ah, Madarame, was it?
They punished those awful people, didn't they? The Phantom Thieves aren't at fault then.
Well, that may be true, but...
Don't you think so too, dearie? The Phantom Thieves aren't doing anything wrong, are they?
Does dialogue matter here? No? Okay. Well, course they're not. They're only targeting people that... Of course they're not. They're only targeting people that have done wrong.
Even he says that they're doing good. Oh my, look at the time. We should probably head home.
Ah, you're right. Thanks for the drink.
Yes. I've received the reports on Kanashiro's case.
What?
But to think the Phantom Thieves would honestly attempt an absurd idea like social reform. You're absolutely right. I'm not pleased about the general public's support of them either. There's also the danger of the metaverse being exposed.
Excuse me?
To actions. Actually, there is one countermeasure he brought in that seems usable. It involves having the Phantom Thieves destroy themselves without our direct intervention. We'll set things up so that those mental shutdown occurrences are their doing. Ah, I thought as much. I had a feeling that it was too brutal for it to be his own idea. Still, to think you'd go through such elaborate detail to crush them. Their actions must be that much of an eyesore for you. I sympathize with what you're going through. Well then, I'll clean this up quickly and put it behind us. Yes, a grand undertaking like social reform is beyond a group such as the Phantom Thieves. Only a few people are entitled to change the world, like you, future Prime Minister.
I'm very confused. So, the director of the public prosecutors...
Hey, it's me. Where you at? What you doing?
I'm watching the store.
Gotcha. We're gonna come over right now about the, you-know-what. See ya. What's up? We're here to hang out.
That's not why we're here. We need to study for finals.
Why am I here too?
You're one of us now, so of course you gotta help us. We're in trouble if you don't teach us, you know.
Even you're saying such things?
It's only fair that... Yeah, I know we're putting you in a tough spot, I'm sorry.
Let's leave those guys be.
I couldn't ask the last time I was here, but what is this place? The storekeeper doesn't seem to be around.
It's where this guy lives. He's got complicated circumstances. We can tell her about it, right? Actually, tell yourself.
That's terrible.
You're my girlfriend, you gotta save me. It's that simple.
Yusuke and me are pretty much the same too. I mean, it's not as bad as this guy's though. It's just something we can't ever put up with. That's why we all became Phantom Thieves.
Hey, don't forget me.
I know. We're all part of the team. By the way, Makoto, ain't there someone you can't forgive either? Like, a heart you want to change?
That's a secret.
It's her sister.
Ah, there's someone like that. You could just tell us, you know. You don't gotta be so cold.
That aside, do you have any intention of studying for the exam?
Not really.
It's fine if I leave then?
No, I'm just joking. Please teach us.
What was this term? It's phobia, so it's a fear of some kind.
I think it's a fear of open spaces. You don't hear it that often, though. Leave vocabulary and long sentences to me. I suck at proper grammar, though.
Even if we study English, it's not like I'm gonna use it in the future.
You don't know that.
When it comes to you, your Japanese is questionable too.
Shut up!
Explain the writer's feelings? What point is there in that?
Oh, it's impossible. I can't memorize all these formulas. Ain't there a good way of cheating?
Why don't we take a break?
And that was the follow-up report on the suspect Kaneshiro. Now, Akechi-san.
Write it on your stomach.
This case is said to be the result of the Phantom Thieves' actions, but in actuality, is this true?
Considering how a calling card was scattered about, I believe there's no mistaking that. The question is what the Phantom Thieves actually did. If they tampered with the suspect's heart, it casts doubt on the authenticity of any confession.
So then, by tampering with hearts, the Phantom Thieves are fabricating crimes that may not exist?
We can't deny the possibility. There's no doubt that the Phantom Thieves are exposing hidden injustices in society. However, if this is done by sidestepping the law, their way of thinking is very dangerous.
So, in a way, they're outlaws.
Yes. They're no different than the criminals they target. This cannot be overlooked.
I see.
Oh, I see. My ass? Why the hell are we being treated as the bad guys?
Just let them say whatever they want. More people are starting to understand that what we're doing is right, after all.
When I'm walking around in town, I hear a lot more people talking about us too.
Me too.
And the forum's been full of hype. Do you think we made it big time?
Don't get pompous over dealing with some street thug. Save it for after we deal with a bigger target.
Who's bigger than that?
Just gotta take down a bigger one, yeah?
Literally, who is bigger than the Mafia?
That was the plan from the start anyways.
True. It may be best if we start thinking about it.
I bet we'll find one in no time. The wind's blowing in our direction and everything. I feel like we won't lose to anything right now.
Well, we'll decide on that eventually. We need to overcome our exams first. Now then, break time's over. Let's get back to...
That reminds me, the celebration party. Weren't we gonna do it after exams?
Yes, I believe so.
Where should we go? I feel like I'll study better if I got something to look forward to.
The last one was a buffet at a hotel. We haven't gone anywhere since.
Hmm? A buffet?
Where would be good? Hey, what about fireworks? A fireworks festival!
Oh yeah, it's that season, huh?
A buffet?
It's hard to ignore a buffet, but I'll take the beauties of summer. Still, I demand that we feast during the festival as well.
Do you guys own a yukata? Will you wear a yukata?
Doesn't a fireworks festival sound good? You think so too, right?
It's a great idea.
All right, fireworks
Where can you get
festival
steak
it
at
is. Let's look for a good
$2.45? Walmart.
Study comes first, though. I won't let you off if you fail any of them. Are we clear?
Yes, ma'am. All right, fireworks festival it is. Let's look for a good one.
Huh.
Study comes first, though. I won't let you off if you fail any of them. Are we clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Nick, you gotta remember Kim is here in New York City with us. There are no Walmarts anywhere within the city. In any of the 5 boroughs. Fireworks and yukatas. Guess it's that time of year. Hey, so there's this dangerous, almost psychotic vlog I found that hasn't ended up on the forum yet. I'll kill him, I'll kill him, I'll kill him. That's all it says. Rumor has it she's talking about her boyfriend. That sounds dangerous. Yeah, it seems like she'll do something real bad someday, right? And it gets even worse. Turns out, she's a Shujin student. You know a girl named Yumiko Mogami? She's always up near the classrooms on the 2nd floor. Oh, I know her. I saw her. I ran into her.
Oh!
Yeah, probably. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this one, because I certainly did. Despite the technical difficulties. I'd like to thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.
Please don't take